Hey everybody, Ivan here. Today we're getting to a technology that's no longer just futuristic. It's already transforming our world, 5G. You've probably heard buzz, but what does 5G actually mean for us in this 2025? In this video, I'll break down what 5G is, how it differs from previous generations like 4G, and why it's a big deal for industries like healthcare, supply chains, and smart cities. We also explore how 5G is merging with other powerful tech like AI, edge computing, and machine learning to create a more connected, intelligent world. No bluff, just real insights backed by data and research. Let's get into it. So, what is 5G? 5G is a fifth-generation mobile technology. It's a new standard for cellular networks developed by the third-generation partnership project 3FPP in 2018 to replace the previous standards of 3G, 4G, and 4G LTE. Its goal was to define a new set of standards for devices and applications compatible with 5G networks. Like its predecessors, 5G uses radio waves to transmit data. However, because of improvements in latency, throughput, and bandwidth, 5G networks can reach much faster download and upload speeds, giving them a much wider range of applications. So how is 5G different from previous generations of wireless networks? Because of technological improvements, 5G has been praised for its transformative potential across a number of industries. This is largely to its ability to move large volumes of data swiftly and securely between connected devices at speeds never achieved before. Since the invention of mobile broadband and its gradual expansion into every corner of work and home life, the amount of data generated by the networks and mobile devices running on it has increased exponentially. Today, some technologies, artificial intelligence and machine learning, require too much data to run at speeds offered by previous generations of wireless networks. 5G, on the other hand, with its lightning fast speeds and high band frequencies, 24 GHz to 40 GHz, is well suited for applications that demand swift, safe access to large amounts of data. How does actually 5G work? Like other wireless networks, 5G relies on cells to function. Within each cell, a wireless device, such as a phone, laptop, or tablet, is connected to the internet using radio waves that bounce between a 5G antenna and base station. The same technology that has powered every previous generation of wireless networks also powers 5G, but with some improvements. Notably, 5G networks transmit data as fast as 10 or even 10 gigabits per second, more than 100 times faster than 4G. So, we will see what is the future innovations in 5G in the coming years. Interesting, in 5G networks and the devices and applications that run on them is understandably high among both consumers and business leaders. According to the recent white paper by the IDC, in the US alone, almost 120 million 5G devices were expected to ship by the end of 2023, a 9.3% increase over the previous year. By 2027, the final year covered in the report, 155 million units are expected to ship, representing a compound annual growth rate of 7.4%. Although the same numbers aren't available for worldwide, an statistic report page global penetration of 5G compatible smartphones at 59% in 2023, with that number expected to reach more than 82% by 2027. According to the National Library of Medicine, moving away from traditional one-size-fits-all Treatment to precision-based medicine has tremendously improved disease prognosis, accuracy of diagnosis, disease progression, prediction, and targeted treatment. The current cutting edge of 5G network technology is enabling a growing trend in precision medicine to extend its utility and value to the smart healthcare system. The 5G network technology will bring together big data, artificial intelligence, and machine learning to provide essential levels of connectivity to enable a new health ecosystems toward precision medicine. In the 5G-enabled health ecosystem, its applications involve predictive and preventive measurements which enable advances in patient personalization. This review aims to discuss the opportunities, challenges, and prospects posed to 5G network technology and moving forward to deliver personalized treatments and patient-centered care via a precision medicine approach. We see the next topic that we have is that supply chains in the world, how will be affected. According to Verizon.com, the use of 5G supply chain operations can allow organizations to optimize their routes to avoid unnecessary trips and inefficiencies. Improved geolocation technologies can allow for better visibility into delays and unforeseen travel circumstances involving, for example, traffic congestion in highly populated areas. By complementing 5G and edge computing with other emerging technologies like artificial intelligence and machine learning, it's possible to more accurately predict when products will physically arrive on the retail shelf. Most companies still use manual controls to track and trace products. The use of 5G and supply chain technology makes it possible to label, track, and record all shipments electronically, to not only optimize supply chains but also help prevent cargo from getting lost or stolen. Armed with those insights, it then becomes a lot simpler for manufacturers not only predict when shortages are likely to occur, but also mitigate them by finding alternative sources for raw materials and other critical components before their supply chain experiences serious disruption. And according to IBM, smart cities perhaps no other environment is poised to change as much due to 5G connectivity. As crowded urban centers where foot and car traffic have long led to congestion, air and noise pollution, 5G is already helping cities improve traffic flow and air quality with sensors connected via the IoT. But the future will likely bring much more innovation to this space. One of the biggest areas where smart cities can leverage 5G more is in its AI capabilities. Currently, programs are being tested that will see 5G enable AI assist in everything from smarter energy management to the routing of 911 calls. And Baena, Wingwell, and AI Chat help users solve problems as simple as finding the nearest drinking fountain or place to eat dinner to as complex tasks as renewing their password and obtaining travel visas. Now, according to Ericsson Page, a reputable communications company, 5G's key features and capabilities, we had the following to keep in mind. It has already faster speeds, and 5G is designed to deliver significant faster data rates compared to the 4G. It will be like download rates up to 20 gigabits per second, with significantly improved upload rates up to 10 gigabits per second with wider bandwidths. With the 5G mid and high band spectrum introduces new wider bandwidth capabilities for mobile networks. And 5G multi-antenna solutions can also unlock higher capacity on any given bandwidth without the addition of new radio sites. Also has sufficient coverage. 5G carrier aggregation and spectrum sharing make it possible to aggregate and reduce deployed sites and spectrum enable wider 5G coverage. Through existing radio sites, has a lower latency, so it's faster speed. 5 reduces the time it takes for data to travel across the network to your device by a factor of 5 times faster, lowering latency to a matter of milliseconds, and enable new 5G real-time applications. It has a lot of massive connections. 5G is designed to manage up to 1,000 times higher data volumes compared to 4G, making it possible to support large Internet of Things deployment in dense traffic hotspots. And also have, lastly, the precise positioning that improves positioning accuracy by 100-fold, delivering new possibilities for fast-moving Internet of Things application across manufacturing, logistics, and transport, including non-terrestrial networks. And in the edge computing, we have that, according to Business Insider, that the AI accelerates edge computing. The industry has already seen some benefits of edge in smartphones, with a push to create better chips and software to allow more AI horsepower onto devices. It will also require AI companies to launch smaller language models that can run on less powerful devices. Taiwanese chip company MediaTek had one of the most impressive demos at MWC this year, a small for-like device running a generative image maker powered by a stable diffusion AI model, which created and edited pictures in real time. Lenovo, which was also at the show, is making a big enterprise play by selling its edge AI servers to businesses and has plans to make moves in the edge for consumers. Tom Bartlett, the executive director of Lenovo's latest line, told by BI, Business Insider, "You think of bringing in generative workloads to device? First of all, I solve 4 times security and privacy because I'm not pushing up to cloud and back down," he said. What is the 5G go slow cycle? Operators in different markets have diverse approaches towards 5G. Research shows operators in the US, China, Korea, and Japan are chasing 5G most enthusiastically and back that enthusiasm with real investment. This is characterized by T-Mobile's CTO Neville Ray. Quotes, "We are in on 5G. Every dollar we spend is 5G dollar, and our agreement with Nokia underscores the kind of investment we're making to bring customer a mobile nationwide 5G network," unquote. Initially, operators in Europe such as Orange, Telefonica, Beyond, Deutsche Telekom, BT, Telenor, and Vodafone did not hold back from taking part in the 5G jamboree, but we were more mute in their approach. Most importantly, they continue to invest heavily on their LTE networks, for example in LTE 8 Pro, in their pursuit of a glide path to 5G. More recently, some have announced early 5G deployments in major cities, such as BT, EE, and Vodafone. BT's Consumer Division CEO Mark Allera talks wisely about learning lessons from the past. 3G technology was overhyped, the price was overhyped, and consumer was underwhelmed by the experience. That said, we learned some valuable lessons and opened people's eyes to doing more on their mobile. 3G taught us a lesson in financial prudence, while 4G taught us how to deploy rapidly at scale. Operators in South Asia, in the Middle East, and Europe are privately cautious about the prospect for rapid rollout of broad coverage. They think 5G offers compelling cost advantages over LTE for enhanced mobile broadband in denser urban locations and potentially fixed wireless access (FWA), and in certain suburban ones where fiber has not been widely adopted. We set this out in our recent report that said the timeline for 5G standards development and deployment is staggered. Not all use cases will be commercially available at the same time. This creates a predicament over how to expand beyond these 5G islands. Without wider coverage, how can operators catalyze ecosystem to invest in new services? Low latency, immersive, or massive MIMO? Plus, much of the promise of 5G rests on being able to enable new use cases that are not just a step up from LTE mobile broadband. For example, those that are characterized as ultra-low latency and massive M2M. Enterprises are already demanding these capabilities, yet the telecoms industry is still trying to agree standard for these later releases of 5G. So to wrap it up all, 5G isn't just faster internet. It's the backbone of a hyper-connected future. As we continue into 2025 and beyond, we'll see 5G powering real-time applications, autonomous vehicles, smart homes, and entire digital ecosystems where AI, edge computing, and IoT work together seamlessly. Please let me know, what do you think about it? Drop a comment below. What do you think about a world where everything from cities and home is interconnected? Thanks for watching my content. Give it a thumbs up, and if you found this helpful, and consider subscribing for more honest insights about the tech that's actually changing the world. I'll see you in the next one.